first down. Moss. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jackson on 3rd and long. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to it.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Steven Sims Jr., his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be taken very short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. At their own 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Here's Jackson. Got his man. It's Williams. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
What you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Here we go. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
On on first down. It's Haskins. He's going to rifle. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. As his guys are in for 6. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
On third down, it's Moss, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a second time. Throwing is Jackson. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. That'll be caught by Rice. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Check. Crouch. 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 53 is the mic. Off. 53 is the mic.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A big play that time for the Raiders. 43 yards. Looking to throw, Haskins. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is taken at the 3. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're dead. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But things don't improve fast then. I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6. They've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, He's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out at me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? 27 yards there, a first down. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Now Jackson.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Jackson escaping the pressure right. He'll take a shot for Davis to the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Finding Knox there, complete. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Again, Jackson. This will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards there, first down. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And it's caught. Touchdown. Tyrell Williams. His 5th touchdown now on the year. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point splits the uprights. And that will shave one more off this lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. Haskins looking to throw on first down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
3rd down, here's Haskins. And that will be incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made... And this announcer kind of speechless. Cannot explain what just happened there. Utter lunacy. He ran the wrong way, the length of the field, and gave up a safety. I'm not even going to try to unpack that one.
Good move. Let's just leave that one alone, shall we?
Cat's got our tongue here in the booth. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join, who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Looking to throw again on second down. Haskins. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Check 43. Neutral, open. Wide, get wide. Orbit.
Haskins on third down. Able to find Walter. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
Let's go now. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there. Check 3. Let's go.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. He's going to float this one. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A big play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Check.
To throw again on second down. Jackson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Tight go. Watch the whip.
On third down, Jackson. They will find Davis. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Here we go. Tight end right. Out. 3 down. Out. Switch gears. Kill. Check the hot read. Kill. Go. Kill. 49.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson, and he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready?
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want...
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And the pressure gets to him again. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down.
Single receiver. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Pick the edge. Switch.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Now Haskins on 1st down. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Haskins. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. From 17 yards out as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for it. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
11 yards there, 1st down. On 1st down, Moss. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 38-yard line.
Go! Over! Run!
From the 38, Jackson flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Check three. Hayward.
Now it's Jackson. Got his man. It's Williams. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. And for Jackson, this may be a free play. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to go down. But a penalty flag down as well. And if this is offsides, it's going to be a first. It's a gain of 5. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Oh, you got D? Go, Mike.
To throw is Jackson. And a big loss miss here as he's taken down.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
No, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Here we go on fourth down with Jackson. He's got a man. It's Williams. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Facing a fourth down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion.
Get a roll. West. Man out, man out, man out, man out. 51.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check 24. Check. He dead.
Throwing on second and 14. Jackson. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's fourth down. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. Back now in the East Bay. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down.
Watch twist. 6 guy. Check 6 nil. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at about the 31. And some room to maneuver. But it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Second and 10 now. Haskins. That is caught inside the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down.
The mic. So don't say nothing. Check nickel.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. From 4 yards out. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
This is taken at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And he just
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now Jackson, and he's going to go down again.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Moss, and he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They come up short here on 4th down. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Here's Haskins to throw. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. In for the score as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
I don't even know why this team showed up. Bang, 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 bang.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. On 2nd down, it's Moss. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll keep it on the ground. Moss, and he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Yo, let's go. Mike 52.
On 4th down, Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Now it's Haskins. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Army. 164. Wait. Hey, stay at home. Stay at home.
Haskins going to try to throw it, letting one go deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll run on 1st down. It's Moss. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Moss. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. On 3rd down, it's Moss. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. And the kick here is good, so add 3 to the total. But they're still coming up well short, and that is how this one comes to an end. Well, this one provided some good drama down to the very end. That last kickoff return, for a moment thought he might break it, but in the end, they get the tackle and stop the drama.
You were starting to have more fun, weren't you?
Well, I was starting to stand up.
Yeah, you were into that one. Who knew? We thought maybe they might get that miracle finish that they were looking for. Didn't quite get it done.
So for the Raiders, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. That'll do it.